Good afternoon, everybody, and we are here for a championship bout, one that has the makings for an ESPN 30 for 30 at the end. This is number 4, Florida Southwestern, the Bucks, taking on number 9, Central Florida Patriots. This is one of 2 winners bracket games today. Let's talk about how these 2 teams got here, okay? Florida Southwestern took down Tallahassee in game 1 on this field, 13-6. They then went and met Daytona on this field and won 14-5. That is how they got to where they are against Central Florida. Now CF, the Patriots, downed Miami-Dade 12-0. And then in an amazing game, beat Chipola 1-0. Excellent game. Pitcher's duel. 1 run was the difference, and that was number 9, CF, taking down number 3, Chipola, knocking Chipola into the loser's bracket. A lot of games going on today, a lot of games in the background. You might hear a lot of commentary coming from other fields. In fact, our PA announcer right now, he's going over starting lineups, and we will get there momentarily. The other winners bracket game beginning at noon over on field number 8 is Indian River and Seminole State. Seminole State getting to the winners bracket, taking Northwest Florida into extras last night. 5-3 victory. Melanie Murphy, pitcher of the year for the Mid-Florida Conference, going the distance for all 8 innings. So let's go ahead and start with the lineups for the visiting Bucks. They will be the guests and the first team listed on the scoreboard. Leading off, playing second base, Marta Fuentes Suarez. Batting second, the center fielder, Kriza Bolinati. The shortstop, Michaela Warahiko, will bat third. Kristen Quinn in right field, batting fourth. Solid hitter, had a great day at the plate yesterday. Mackenzie Vaughn is the third baseman, batting fifth. In batting sixth, number 9, Taylor Collins, she's at first base. Batting seventh, behind the plate, catcher Molly Rourke. Number 11, Riley Russell's batting eighth and playing left field. The DP will be number 3, Kayla Rangiwa. We'll go ahead and correct that one before we even get started. And pitching is the State of Florida Pitcher of the Year, Courtney Gettins. And now let's go to the home team, Central Florida, the Patriots, number 9 in the country, coming out of the Mid-Florida Conference. Leading off, Kelsey Collup, center fielder, number 4. Batting second, the shortstop, Kaylee Nix. Brooke Barlow, the first team all-state selection at first base, batting third. Tiffany Rayleigh is batting fourth, playing left field. Jenna Rodello is the DP. She is batting fifth. Destiny Lismore, another all-conference selection, playing second base. Joanna Muldoon is the right fielder. Batting eighth, doing the catching, number 16, Hannah Kelly. Kelly Krug is the third baseman, and she will be batting ninth. Doing the pitching is Shane O'Connell. And those are your starting lineups, folks, as we are about to get started. Still going through and announcing starting lineups. Florida Southwestern comes in with a 58-5 record, 18-2 in conference. And Central Florida on the other side, 50-13 overall record, 18-6 inside their conference. Both teams carrying winning streaks. Florida Southwestern's up to 12. Central Florida's at 5. So we should have a great game on our hands, folks. Both teams just absolutely incredible in their respective conferences this year. And we'll talk about your starting pitchers here momentarily. And for the home team, she'll be out in the field first. Let's get to her. That is Shane O'Connell. The freshman is 22 games started under her belt. She is 16-6 in the regular season. 117 innings pitched, folks. 158 strikeouts. That is not a misprint. She is averaging over 9 strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. She carries a 1.2 ERA with her. She is a freshman. And the opposition for Florida Southwestern is none other than Courtney Gettins, who is 29-0 after her victory yesterday. She is 1 game away from being a 30-game winner, which is absolutely incredible. She had a win and a save yesterday, her 4th save on the year. She has 176 innings pitched, 91 hits she's given up, and only in 176 innings. That's absolutely incredible. With a microscopic 0.91 ERA. So 2 of the best pitchers in the state, possibly the country, going toe-to-toe here. Shane O'Connell with the victory in yesterday's game. Folks, we are gearing up for a classic. And out there, finishing up their warm-ups, Central Florida, and we will have the first pitch momentarily when we come back. And here we go, folks. Marta Fuentes Suarez stepping into the box, and first pitch is in there for strike 1. We are underway. Suarez yesterday grabbed a pair of hits in 2 games, both singles. She scored on both times she was on the base path. And the slapper swings and misses at a changeup from O'Connell. And O'Connell, that's what her game is. Keep you on your toes, ready to go any pitch at any moment. And the umpire telling the pitcher she needs to slow down a little bit. He is establishing himself quickly in this game. No balls, 2 strikes, and here comes O'Connell's pitch. Down the middle, slap to the left side, and that one is going to be a foul ball. Thought we had a big swing of momentum early on in this game. An 0-2 pitch that could have resulted in a possible triple for the speedy Suarez, but instead a foul ball. So Shane O'Connell going right after these hitters here, and as you can tell, the wind is gusting. And the right-handed pitcher delivers, misses outside. Good 0-2 pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And yesterday it was blowing straight right to left, and on our field, the wind is blowing dead in from center field. Absolutely straight in from center field. And the pitch, and that's going to go to center field. It's going to be caught on the run by Kelsey Cullup. Excellent job there. She was shaded to the left center field side, but makes the play. Center fielder, number 1, Krisa Bolinati. And here is Krisa Bolinati, the center fielder. Stepping up here. Hitting from the left side. Taking called strike 1. Pitch number 2 misses, evening the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bolinati coming in with 163 at-bats, 4th best on the team. She is hitting .380, and the pitch shows bunt, pulls it back. Umpire says missing outside. 32 stolen bases here for the Bucks center fielder. She does have wheels, so Central Florida will have to be on their toes here. And again, the umpire out, telling O'Connell she's got an illegal pitch on her. Coach Kevin Fagan out to talk to the umpire. And I tell you what, if you are O'Connell, this is the last thing you need, something to break up your rhythm. Throwing a lot of strikes here early on. She did have an excellent game last night against Chipola, earning the 1-0 victory. So O'Connell now, after the issue has been resolved, and Bulinati back in the box. No one on, one out. We're here in the top of the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it is a ball. Count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. You do not want Bulinati to reach first. Of course, any of these girls at the top of the order for the Bucks have speed and will run. Although the catchers for Central Florida do have arms. And a bunt, and it's going to get to the right side. First baseman fields it, throws off her back foot, and she got her. Excellent play there by Brooke Barlow, known mainly for her bat. Makes an excellent play there at first base to get the speedy Bulinati. Excellent play right there, and both of these teams, you can tell early, came to play. Here is Michaela Werehiko, the shortstop for the Bucks. Takes up and in, ball 1. Werehiko scored several times yesterday, 4 to be exact in her 2 games. Florida Southwestern won by run rule in both of those games. Pitch called a strike on the inside corner. No swing from Werehiko. And Shane O'Connell wasting no time. Change up now inside, called strike 2. Werehiko was not ready for that one. She was frozen from the jump. Back in the box now, getting ready. And the pitch from the right-hander. And that one, rise ball, misses upstairs, 2-2. So you got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2s all over the place up on that scoreboard. Top of the first inning, O'Connell looking for the 1-2-3. And here comes the pitch. And that is popped up, back out of play. And we'll go 2-2 again. Again, if you're just joining us, this is a Titanic struggle today. Number 9, Central Florida. Number 4, Florida Southwestern in this contest. Both teams making it through clean to the winner's bracket. And there is called strike 3 on Werehiko. Shane O'Connell gets the backwards K there to end the inning. And getting just what she wanted. A 1-2-3 top of the first. And that'll bring up the top of the order in the home half of the first. Cullip, Nix, and Barlow when we come back. All right, folks, and we are back here. It'll be Kelsey Cullop coming to the plate for the Patriots of Central Florida. And as you can hear, the wind is gusting in. Kelsey Cullop leads the team with 201 at-bats. She's also hitting .408 as Gettens throws her last warm-up pitch here. And now Cullop steps in. And pitch number 1, called, strike on the outside corner. So no balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Cullop, and she looks at up and out, ball number 1. And now Cullop back in the box. Gettens look in, gets her sign, and delivers. Called, strike 2. Slightly confusing there as the batter steps out of the box. Looked like the pitch was in the same location as the ball called before. One ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch misses outside, ball 2. And it seems like Manatee has defeated Miami-Dade on a walk-off inside the park home run as Cullop takes inside, ball 3. Full count now to the Patriots leadoff hitter. So again, Miami-Dade and Manatee. Manatee wins on a walk-off inside the park home run. Wow, in an elimination game. So here's the full count payoff here to Kelsey Cullop. And she sends a pop fly to the right side. Right fielder says she's under it. And that is Quinn, who has got to run in at the last second because of the wind, makes the catch. So if you're following along, filling out your bracket, Miami-Dade eliminated. Manatee moving on. They will play Northwest Florida on this field coming up at 2 o'clock. Here is Kaylee Nix, whose shortstop has been the staple of this team at the premium position for the last 2 years. Kaylee Nix hitting .470. 22 RBIs. Did miss some time this year due to an injury, but you miss time for an injury, you come back and you're hitting .470. That's no joke. The left-handed slapper in the box now. Gettens delivers. Misses outside, and that's going to be a tough location that the umpire keeps going back and forth on, at least from my vantage point, whether that's going to be a ball or a strike today. And we have a 1-1 count with 1 out. Bottom of the first, if you're just joining us, Patriots up now with the Bucks going down in order in the top half of the inning. And again, folks, there's a strike on what looked to be the same pitch location. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gettens now toes the rubber, looks in, gets a sign, slides to the right and delivers, and that ball is popped up to the left side. Left fielder coming in, playing shallow anyways, makes the play. So here is Brooke Barlow, first team all-conference, first team all-state. One of the best hitters in the state, much less the country, folks. .446 hitter with 52 RBIs. 52 RBIs. And a pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. And a pitch. And that ball is fouled back. Drag one. So Gettins now with Barlow and a 1-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Gettins looks in and delivers. Swung on, tap to the shortstop. Shortstop comes up, clean throw, and that'll end the inning. Both teams go down in order. 1, 2, 3. Both pitchers have shown you why when they face the best hitters in the country, they are at the top of their sport in this state. We'll be back for the start of the second inning. It'll be Quinn, Vaughn, and Collins due up. Thank you. Perfect. Here's Kristen Quinn. Quinn here, solid day at the plate yesterday. Can wreak havoc. She was 4 for 4 in one game with a triple, scored a run. She had 2 RBIs on that triple. In the other game, she was 1 for 2 with a walk, scored once. So Kristen Quinn here, the 4-hole hitter, number 99. One of the best hitters on the team, coming in hitting over 430. She takes outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the hitter. Left-handed stick, real quick out of the box. And she fouls off the changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if you're just joining us, folks, we are here in the top of the second inning. 0-0 ball game. Both teams shut down by opposing pitchers here. 1, 2, 3, both in the first. And we know this is going to be a titanic struggle here today. And that one is sent back behind the backstop, out of play. Shane O'Connell, one of the best pitchers in the state of Florida, in the circle for Central Florida. Her opposition is Courtney Gettins, who is the pitcher of the year in the state of Florida. So look for a low-scoring game here. Who is going to crack first? As that pitch misses, we are even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one's on the ground. Shortstop Kaylee next, and it takes a hop right over her glove. Nothing she could do on that one. That hop what came out of nowhere. Quinn reaches on a single.
Quinn reaches on a bad hop base hit. Brings up freshman third baseman, number 44, Mackenzie Vaughn.
And that'll bring up Mackenzie Vaughn, the third baseman. Possible scenario of a sacrifice bunt here. Vaughn did have 2 sacrifice bunts in yesterday's games. Shows bunt, pops it up. Pitcher's got it. O'Connell with the out. And that is tough if you're a coach right there. Leadoff batter gets on. She's fast. And the sac bunt is popped up to the pitcher. It almost looked like Vaughn was trying to bunt for a hit there and not sacrifice as she waited to the last second to get it down. Taylor Collins now into the box. The first baseman takes outside, ball 1. Quinn is on first base. She does have 15 stolen bases, but that's not a lot compared to everyone else on the team. And a changeup in there. O'Connell has that changeup working early and often today. Called for a strike. Umpire again calls time. Does not want to be quick pitched here. Coach Kevin Fagan is not going to like that. And O'Connell delivers. That one is a line drive up the middle. Base hit. Throw to second. Not in time. Quinn is there safely. So Taylor Collins, second hit of the inning here. And Florida Southwestern has got something going. And here, Quinn on second. Collins on first, and that is Molly Rourke stepping into the box. Rourke started out hot as ever in this season. She still hit .371 on the year. So she is an offensive-minded catcher, still solid on defense, don't get me wrong, folks, but Molly Rourke, one of the top at her position in the state of Florida. Shane O'Connell now ready to pitch and delivers. Misses high with the rise ball, ball one. So Rourke stepping way out of the box to get the sign from her coach down there at the third base side. And the pitch. And it misses outside with the curveball, ball two. 2-0 to the 7-hole hitter for Florida Southwestern. So O'Connell looks in. And the pitch. That is low. Ball three. And Shane O'Connell, a rare 3-0 count to a batter here. She's almost similar to that of Craig Maddox. Just 3-0 counts just don't exist. Gettins is the same exact way. She only went 3-0 one time yesterday in all her innings pitched. Missing 4 straight, and O'Connell walks Rourke. We've got bases loaded here, folks, with 1 out. Riley Russell, the left fielder, is up. Coach Kevin Fagan going to take time, come out, talk to his pitcher. And if you want to ask about Riley Russell, here's what she did yesterday, folks. She scored 1 run. She walked, grounded out to second base. And in the next game was 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a run scored. She stole a base.
Are all these drinks fair game in here? Mom, all these drinks fair game in here?
And Riley Russell on the year, 341 average. So here we are, folks, a pivotal point early on, top of the second inning. No count on the batter, no runs have scored, 0-0 ball game, 1 out, bases are juiced. That is Rourke on first, Collins on second, and Quinn on third. Riley Russell is up to bat. Russell, 13 RBIs on the year. One of the lower in that stat column. She is a slapper. Not her job to knock him in. It's her job to get on base. Ball 1 from O'Connell, and that is 5 straight from the tall righty for Central Florida. And a pitch. That one looks to be in the strike zone, and there it is. Strike 1. Hitting the outside corner right there. Solid job. Coming back, evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one is taken for strike 2. So O'Connell now has found the zone again. Big point in this game early on. Who is going to be the first team to bend and break and give up a run? O'Connell has got the bottom of the lineup, 8-9 due up with bases loaded and 1 out. Change up and just misses high. Russell going through the hitting zone. Letting it go by. So we're even, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. What Central Florida wants here is a strikeout or a ground ball back to one of the infielders who are all playing in. And there is, let's see if they're going to check down to the umpire. Did she go? No, he is saying she held up. Oh, my. It looked like she went around, but they're going to say she held up. So we have got a full count, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Riley Russell. And the pitch. She's going to take outside. Ball 4. And O'Connell walks in, run number 1. Quinn scores on the RBI base on balls, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Kayla Rangiowa. So O'Connell here, faced with the same situation, bases loaded.
Sophomore DP, number 3, Kayla Rangiawa.
DP up now in the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Rangiawa has 15 RBIs this year, hit .337 in the regular season. That one's chopped. Second baseman comes up with it, throw to first, and that's her only play. Out number 2, but a run does score. And that is Taylor Collins coming home to score. Rourke over to third, Russell to second, and the DP, Rangiowa, is out. Another run score, so 2-0 Florida Southwestern on top. That'll be the top of the lineup now, Marta Fortes Suarez. And a pitch. And that is called strike on the outside corner. Central Florida, one of the most potent offenses in the state, along with Florida Southwestern, was held to 1 run yesterday against Chipola, but that was the only run they needed. It was a swing and a miss, strike 2 on Suarez, as they took the game in 7 innings, 1-0. O'Connell now already giving up 2 more runs than she gave up in that game. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Top of the lineup up for Florida Southwestern, swing and a miss, strike 3. So O'Connell collects her second strikeout of the game, but the damage is done. 2 runs come across to score for the Bucks here in the top half of the second. They lead 2-0. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 up for the Patriots when we come back.
In the top of the second. For the Bucks. They put the game's first 2 runs up on the board. They had 2 hits. They left 2 stranded. There were no Central Florida errors. After 1.5, Florida Southwestern 2, Central Florida 0.
Roger can do everything while you're waiting. He's a show off. He's good.
Where's Alicia?
Alicia, she's waiting too.
When your key, go over and score keep this. Jeff needs to rest. I can tell. You can do the next one. Huh? Well, it's time you run. Are you coming?
Oh, Roger, I thought you were scorekeeping and he was announcing.
I'm announcing.
He can't. See? He always brags. I'm like, oh, Roger, I can't do all that. He goes, anybody can do all that. Uh-oh. What did I do here?
I need a scorekeeper, Alicia.
They're fighting over the story.
In the bottom of the second, leading off for the Patriots. Freshman left fielder, number 7, Tiffany Rayleigh.
So here is Tiffany Rayleigh. Rayleigh, the 4-hole hitter, left fielder for the Patriots. Swings and misses on the first one. Rayleigh has 53 RBIs on the team. for the team. Second behind Lismore with 73, and she is hitting .420 on the year. And here comes the pitch from Gettens. Called strike, hits the outside corner. Again, that's the one that keeps going back and forth. Is it a ball, is it a strike? Has not been consistent yet. The inside pitch has been called consistently here by the Blue, but we'll have to see how that outside pitch shapes this ball game. And a pitch misses way outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's what I got. It's like a miracle. I know. You're like
Rayleigh, the left fielder here.
2 games at once. But you could do that.
Back into the box.
You can do that. You're that good.
Pitcher looks in, delivers, and that pitch is again taken for a ball, evening the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Patriots went down in order with Cole-Up flying out to the right fielder, Nix out to the left fielder, and Barlow ground out to the shortstop. And that one is driven deep to right field. Right fielder going back. That's Quinn, and she's got it for out number 1. And there is another fly out. So 3 of the first 4 outs for the Patriots are fly balls. Here comes Jenna Rodello. Rodello is hitting .385 on the regular season. Only struck out 4 times on the year. That is incredible. She takes strike 1 from Gettens. Rodello now awaits the pitch from Gettens, who delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Gettens now 0-2 on the first 2 batters she has seen this inning. So 0-2 count now. Here is the pitch. Misses again outside. Curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodello is the DP in this one. She's also a catcher on other days. Her and Kelly both swap back and forth sometimes. Rodello drawing the straw for DP. Probably did a lot of catching yesterday. And she takes inside. Ball 2. That one a little bit too inside. So we go 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Florida Southwestern jumping to a 2-0 lead in the top half of the second inning. Gettens now delivers. And that one is fouled straight back. Just missing it was Rodello. She timed it up perfectly. Rodello not known for her speed, but she can hit. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again. That one poked into right field. Quinn going back, retreating back, turning around, and making the catch for out number 2. So again, another fly out for the Patriots. And that'll bring up Destiny Lismore, one of the best hitters in the state of Florida. 17 home runs this year. She takes called strike 1. 73 RBIs, 19 walks. Did strike out 24 times. He has 18 stolen bases. Only caught 3 times. Hit .395 this year. She takes up and in ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And so Gettens looks in and delivers. That ball chopped high over the third baseman's glove. Nothing she could do about it. That'll be a single First hit of the ball game for the Patriots.
Lismore reaches on the infield base hit, brings up freshman right fielder, number 17, Joanna Muldoon.
And here comes Joanna Muldoon, the right fielder. Muldoon, 318 batting average. Solid on any other team. One of the lower batting averages for Central Florida, but she does have 4 long balls to her credit this year. And here's the pitch. And she sends that one back to the backstop, strike 1. So 2 down. Liz Moore on first base. She can swipe a bag. And here's the pitch. She is off and running. No, holds up. Foul ball, out of play. We'll go 0-2. 0-2 here this inning. Gettins has missed widely on purpose each time. Let's see if she's going to go right after Muldoon here or if she's going to give her the garbage pitch just to see if she'll chase it. No balls, 2 strikes, and here comes the pitch from Gettins, and it misses outside. Runner is off, and the ball catches her almost looked like right in the chest. And she is safe, but Coach Fagan checking her, and she says, no, I'm good. So stolen base there by Liz Moore. Puts a runner in scoring position. Pitch called a ball to Muldoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Liz Moore can score on anything that touches the grass out there, especially here with 2 outs. She'll be off and running on any ball hit. And the right-hander, Gettins, delivers out. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the 7-hole hitter for the Patriots. Joanna Muldoon trying to get her team on the board here with at least 1 run. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here comes the pitch. And swung on, missed, inside rise ball. That'll be a strikeout for Gettins. Her first of the ball game. So we go to the top half of the 3rd inning. 2-0 ball game. Shane O'Connell back out for her 3rd inning of work when we come back.
After 2 complete, Florida Southwestern 2, Central Florida 0. For the Buccaneers in the top of the 3rd, sophomore center fielder Teresa Bolinati.
And here is Criza Bolinati leading off the top of the 3rd inning. Foul ball back to the backstop. The center fielder grounded out to the first baseman on an excellent play by Barlow down there in her last at bat. Tough play getting the speedy Bolinati. And that pitch misses low and outside, evening the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. 2-0 ball game in favor of Florida Southwestern. They scored both runs back in the top of the second inning. We are here in the top of the third. And a pitch. That one is taken low, ball 2. Central Florida threatening in the last half of the inning, could not get it done, stranding Desi Lismore out at second base. And a pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Evening the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Back in the box, awaiting the pitch, and that one is fouled off. She barely tipped it, folks. Almost strike 3 swing, but she did get a piece of it. Foul ball. She'll hit again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be Bulinati, Warehiko, and Quinn up this inning. Quinn, the only one of those 3 with a hit so far in this ball game, and that rise ball misses big time upstairs. Full count to the leadoff batter in this inning. And here comes O'Connell with the payoff pitch. It is right there. Strikeout looking for Bulinati. So that is strikeout number 3 for O'Connell. And that'll bring up Michaela Warehiko, who herself was a strikeout victim, back to end the first inning. And pitch number 1, and they're going to say it hit her right on the leg, and she's going to take first base. So Warehiko works her way on as O'Connell gets her right in the leg. And let's see what Coach Fagan's got up his sleeve here, as we might have our first pitching change of the day. We'll be back to tell you about it in a moment. And that will be number 15 coming into pitch for Central Florida. I believe that is Morgan Cushman. Cushman, another freshman pitcher, 25-4 this year, 1 save, 10 complete games, led the team with 147 innings pitched, and had 137 strikeouts. A microscopic 1.85 ERA, averaging just over 6 strikeouts a game. It's tough when you have the highest ERA on your team, and it's a 1.85. That's tough. Wow. So Shane O'Connell's day is done. She is responsible for the runner on first base and also those 2 runs that are already up on the board. She is in line. Should this game continue the way it does and Florida Southwestern win, she is in line for the loss. So that'll bring up Quinn, the 4-hole hitter here. She'll be the first batter Cushman faces, and that pitch is in there for strike 1. Solid screwball right there from the righty. And Warehiko has 45 stolen bases, second on the team, or third on the team, I should say. So she could be off and running at any point in time. And there's that outside pitch rearing its ugly head again. You don't know if it's a ball or a strike. That one is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a pitch. And that one throws down to second base on the stolen base, and she is safe. It did not get the strike call. If it is a strike, it looked like a strike, so we'll have to check here. And 1 ball, 2 strikes, and stolen base for Warehiko. 1 out. It is Quinn, who singled and scored in her last at-bat, her only at-bat in the game, to lead off the second inning. And the pitch. Outside, just misses a little bit. Ball number 2. So counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Cushman now in the circle. She has replaced Shane O'Connell after 1 batter, and that batter is standing on second base. And that is a chop to the left side. It will go foul, and no one will be able to catch it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, runner at second base. And that one's chopped to the shortstop. Nick's got it, throws to first, got to be quick with it, gets it there in time for out number 2. So that moves Warehiko over to third base. 2 down now here. And it's Mackenzie Vaughn due up. She popped up to the pitcher on a bunt. Sacrifice bunt attempt last time. And here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Morgan Cushman now getting ahead of her first 2 hitters she has faced. Trying to get out of this, leave that runner stranded over there on third base. Trying to keep it a 2-run ball game, and that pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Bullinati led off the inning with a strikeout looking. And then Warehiko, who was on third base, was hit by a pitch, stole second, and now stands on third after the ground out by Quinn. And that one misses. Curveball, a little bit too outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mackenzie Vaughn looking to get a nice 2-out RBI, give her pitcher Gettins a little bit more breathing room. Pitch is in there, and that's a shot to second baseman Desi Lismore, who's got it in the air for the out. So now we head to the bottom of the third inning. Cushman does a good job in relief, stranding the runner over there at third base. Gettins has not allowed a run yet, and we head to the bottom of the third. 2-0 ball game in favor of Florida Southwestern. And back to the action. It'll be the catcher, Hannah Kelly, stepping to the dish. The 8-hole hitter for the Patriots due up. And a pitch. That one is popped up on the rise ball. It's going to stay in play. Third baseman covering her eyes from the sun makes the catch in foul territory. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up Carly Krug, the third baseman. And the 9-hole hitter, Krug, is the third baseman for the Patriots. Gettins delivers, misses outside with the curveball, ball 1. Krug so far in the regular season, 327 average, slugging just under 400 at 398. She does have one home run this year. She takes called strike 2 right on the outside corner there. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gettins looks in, gets her sign, and delivers the pitch. Ripped foul down the left side. Now we go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. The other winners bracket game, Seminole versus Indian River, has started over there. On the field behind us, we'll keep you updated on that score as Krug sends a hot shot down to the right side, foul. So Gettins back on the rubber here, looking in, 1-2 count, pitch, and that's a foul ball on the rise ball. Krug didn't want to swing, but held up too close to the hitting zone, and that is a foul ball. And she steps back in the box here. And awaits the pitch from Gettins, and that is a swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt, throw down to first. Got her in time for out number 2. So another strikeout. That is number 2 in the game for Gettins, and that'll bring up the top of the order, Kelsey Cullip. The center fielder up now. Flew out to right field. Left-handed hitting center fielder. Takes ball high outside. Call up her second plate appearance here in this game, coming in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs and no one on. And there is that mysterious outside strike that keeps flip-flopping from a ball to a strike. That one is called. 1-1 now to call up. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And now Gettins delivers, looking for another strikeout. Gets a fly ball out of play. Gettins looking for possibly her 3rd strikeout of the game, 2nd of the inning. She's trying to get her 2nd 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. And that one is lifted into left field. It will go to foul territory, and it will not be caught by the left fielder as she disappears out of view behind the dugout.
Still playing, right? There you go. Good luck.
So now Gettins gets the ball back. She enters into the circle. Count is at 1-2, and the pitch. And that one misses inside, right up on the hands of Cullip. Ball 2. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cullip, 33 RBIs, no home runs this year. 14 stolen bases, only was caught once. And she takes the rise ball upstairs, bringing us to a full count. And here comes the payoff pitch on the full count, and it is fouled back. We'll go again. Call up here has found herself in a tough situation. Nobody on, 2 outs. And Getton's looking for another 1-2-3 inning here as she is beginning to settle in. Call up represents the top of the lineup for Central Florida. And she swings, and she's got herself a single into left field. Second base hit of the game. First one coming off of the bat of Destiny Lismore. So no go on the 1-2-3 for Courtney Gettins, with call-up reaching on a single into left field. That'll bring up Kaylee Nix here. And Nix, you've got to think that her job is get on base any way you can and bring Brooke Barlow up with 2 on and 2 outs. Nix does have 1 long ball to her credit this year. She's got some wheels. Call up, all obviously in the leadoff spot. She's got wheels as well. Can get down to second on a chopper. So the infield for Florida Southwestern has got to be quick as Nix takes ball 1. And Gettins delivers. That one's going to be another one. Base hit to left field, and oh my goodness, it's going to go all the way to the wall. Right in front of the warning track, they field it. Throw coming in to home plate, not in time, and that is a run scored by Kelsey Cullop. Kaylee Nix with the double. What a big hit right there for Kaylee Nix. And it just split the outfield perfectly, and both the center fielder and left fielder had to go racing back for it. And that is the left fielder, Riley Russell, got it right in front of the warning track, threw it in, not in time, and Kelsey Cullop scores all the way from first and bringing up big hitting Brooke Barlow. Barlow takes strike 1 on that outside pitch there. That is tough, that is tough, that is tough. An inconsistent call all day. So, Kaylee Nix on second with 2 down and a pitch. And Barlow sends a liner to the shortstop. And that is caught by Warehiko. So they get one back, do the Patriots, and it is a 2-1 ball game heading into the top of the 4th inning. And this one is turning into everything we thought it would be, folks. And we will be back with the Bucks and Collins, Rourke, Russell due up in the top half. And back to the action here, and it'll be Taylor Collins due up. Collins today 1 for 1 with a single up the middle and a run scored. She takes ball inside. First pitch. And Cushman back out in her second inning of relief. Changeup right down the middle. Strike 2. And the pitch. This is low and inside, ball one. So 2 balls. Nope. Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike. Collins leading off. It is a 2-1 ball game. Patriots got on the board for the first time in the bottom half of the third. And a pitch. That one's laced past the third baseman. Harley Krug and Collins with a single. That was just one of those shots. If you're the third baseman, you stick your glove out and hope for the best. There's no time to decide or make a decision on anything. You just stick your glove out there and hope it's in the right spot. And for Carly Krug, it was not. And that'll bring up Molly Rourke here. Possible situation where you might want to lay down a sacrifice bunt if you're the Bucks. She takes upstairs, ball one. Taylor Collins is over there on first base. She has 3 stolen bases, which is almost nothing compared to the rest of her teammates, and that is a called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind has shifted a little bit more right to left than dead in from center field. So balls hit to center field could be fielded by the left fielder here. The wind has played a lot of havoc with balls, and there's a bunt. It's a good one down the right side, and it's going to go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the catcher, Rourke.
Outside corner for a ball right there. That's it. 2 balls, 1 strike.
On first base is Taylor Collins, who reached on a single into left field. Might have possibly stretched it into a double. Did not want to test it. And that one is a swinging strikeout by Cushman. Big punch out there. Out number 1 in the inning. Collins stays at first base. Riley Russell due up now. She had a walk, a bases loaded walk in the second inning for the RBI.
Better leave some for your mom. She was yelling at me how good they were. See you later.
And a pitch. And that is that outside pitch that is inconsistently called today. Ball one. And a pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a slap right to Liz Moore at second base. Oh, and she can't hold on to the ball. She had to wait for it at second base to get to her with 1 foot on the bag, and she just closed her glove too soon. Russell is going to reach. And that is Collins moving over to second base. Here's Kayla Rangiawa, the designated player. And now umpire coming out, and Coach Fagan wants to take his defensive timeout here. He's going to come talk to his pitcher and entire defense, straighten things out. We'll be back once this is concluded. All right, and we're back. Coach Fagan has his conversation with his infielder and pitcher, and it is Kayla Rangiawa, the designated player. Runners on first and second, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Score is 2-1 in favor of Florida Southwestern. Outside strike right there to start the at-bat. And top of the lineup waiting in the on-deck circles. The pitch comes in. Rise ball swung on and missed. 0-2. Cushman here looking for her possible second strikeout of the inning. A big punch out here with the top of the lineup and Suarez standing on deck. You do not want to load the bases with the top of the lineup for Florida Southwestern coming up. And Cushman delivers inside, swinging foul ball, knocked her helmet off. She's okay. There is no mask on that helmet, so it had to have hit the very lid on there. That's tough right there. They're going to give her a minute, shake it off. She seems fine, but Rangiwa steps back into the box. Cushman now looking in, gets the sign, comes set, delivers. That one is a bloop to Kaylee Nix at shortstop. That'll be out number 2, so Cushman couldn't be happier with that result with runners on first and second. Now 2 outs. And it is Marta Fuentes Suarez coming up. And the pitch misses outside. Ball 1. That one a little bit more outside than most. Cushman delivers. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and that is Riley Russell over there at first base. Taylor Collins at second base. Collins only 3 stolen bases, not a big plus in the speed column, but with 2 outs, you're running on any ball hit. She could probably score on anything that touches the outfield grass, as that one is fouled back to the backstop. Left-handed hitter. Looking at short left field as where she wants to place the ball, ideally. And a pitch from Cushman, and that is a pop-up to left side. Left fielder coming over, and she is not going to have any room. That one lands out of play.
1-2 count, 1 out.
So Suarez back into the box now with a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Tight ball game here, and that is lifted into left field. Left fielder going back. The wind is playing with it, and she snow cones it, folks. Going into foul territory. What a catch. The wind wreaking havoc on balls in the air, blowing straight right to left. And the left fielder had to track that one down and got it halfway in her glove, halfway out. So Suarez flies out to left fielder to end the threat. We head to the bottom of the 4th, due up for the Patriots. Will be 4, 5, and 6 when we come back. And now back to the action. It'll be Tiffany Rayleigh leading off for the Patriots. They trail Florida Southwestern 2-1. Rayleigh enters 0-1. She flew out to right field to lead off the second inning. Second time she's led off in this game. Swing and a foul back, straight back to the backstop. 2-1 game. Low-scoring affair, which everybody assumed it would be with these 2 pitchers facing off. The surprising thing is O'Connell is out after an inning and a third of work. Cushman has taken over as Gettins, the starter for Florida Southwestern, throws a ball right there, evening the count at 1-1. Gettins, the starter, still in the game, still throwing very well. Central Florida able to crack the scoreboard last inning on a Kaylee Nix double with 2 outs, scoring Cullop. That pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out here. Wind now picking up a lot, blowing in from right center field. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A big cut right there for Tiffany Rayleigh, who was going to put that one out in the parking lot. Did she make contact? Evens count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winner of this one goes on to face the winner of Seminole State in Indian River. Try to get you an update on that score here shortly. And that one is fouled to the right side. Is there a score over there? 0-0. Okay. What inning? Okay. Still early in the Seminole State Indian River game, 0-0, bottom of the second. We are in the bottom of the fourth. So this game, the way it's going, is going pretty fast. You might be able to hustle over there on the other YouTube channel and pick up that game. And that ball is fouled up off the backstop. So Tiffany Rayleigh here, 2-2 count still, leadoff batter in this inning, and the pitch she takes outside, ball 3. A little bit more outside than the questionable calls that have happened so far today, but full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And strike 3. Big strikeout by Murphy there.
And the pitch. That one is hit hard. First baseman fields it on 1 hop, takes it herself for out number 1. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Jenna Rodello. Rodello trying to get on with Destiny Lismore on deck. Lismore, 17 home runs this year. And Gettins looks at her wrist to get the call from the dugout, and here comes the pitch. Misses inside, ball 1. Rodello on her first bat flew out to the right fielder for the second out in the second inning. A solid hitter. Did some catching yesterday, and Hannah Kelly is the catcher today. And that pitch misses low, ball 2. Central Florida has got the dugout down the third base line. Florida Southwestern down the first base line. CF won the toss. They are the home team. And here's the pitch. And that is a chopper to the third baseman. It is in fair territory. Jumping is the first baseman who comes down on the bag in time for out number 2. So 2 down here. That'll bring up Destiny Lismore. Second time she's come to bat with no one on. She did single and stole second in her previous plate appearance. The single went through the left side. She is a tough out, folks. And that one misses low, has to have been. Ball 1. Gettins has thrown very well in this one. She looks in, gets her sign, and delivers. Missing again, just a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Lismore back in the box now, awaits the pitch. And here it comes. She takes again, 3-0. And now it looks like they might be intentionally walking Lismore here, which I can't blame them. She's got 17 home runs. That's no joke. but she can also steal second and put herself in scoring position in just 2 pitches. She takes 3-0 right down the heart of the plate, strike 1. And here comes the pitch. That is taken again. Strike 2, inside corner of the plate. Lismore can tie this game up. She does have those capabilities with 1 swing of the bat. Getton's trying to work around her here with the bottom half of the lineup. Due up after her. And that is a swing, and that is out of play. That's the swing you've got to look out for if you are Florida Southwestern. Because if she puts that in fair territory, you are in trouble. Wind again, consistently blowing right to left or right into center. And that's a lifted ball. That was a defensive swing. It's going to be out of play. She's going to stay alive here. Full count, 3-2. Was up in a count, 3-0. And at one point, we were assuming Lismore was going to be on first base after an intentional walk pitching around her, but that is not the case. And here's the pitch. Ball 4, missing on the rise ball. Lismore reaches for the second time in this game. We'll see if Coach Fagan wastes any time sending her to second base. Joanna Muldoon is the right fielder. She struck out swinging to end the second inning. So Gettins looks in, gets a sign from the dugout. And that is Lismore at first base, 2 down here in the pitch, and that misses inside, ball 1. Now Lismore's got wheels over there at first base. A ball in the gap, she could score from first if Muldoon can find the pitch she wants to hit as she takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the winner's bracket game. The other one going on behind us between Seminole and Indian River. Still knotted up at 0-0. And that pitch misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Muldoon, over a 300 hitter. That one is put in play. Base hit through the left side. Left fielder fields it cleanly, gets it in, and it's a single for Muldoon. Solid hit ball there, right between the shortstop and third baseman. Nothing you can do about that. And that'll bring up Hannah Kelly. Hannah Kelly, the other catcher here, her and Rodello both. Kelly herself, .352 average, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. She does have 10 walks, has only struck out 4 times. 3 stolen bases, so wheels are not her best asset. But she does have a good eye, and Coach Ian Murray come out to talk to his team, make sure they know exactly what's going on here with 2 outs. And Coach Lingle, the assistant coach for Central Florida, also over to talk to the head coach, Kevin Fagan, to figure out what they want to do here. And it looks like we might have a new batter entering the game. Coach Fagan talking it over with the umpire. We will get the change to you as soon as we have it. Again, both teams with deep benches. And we'll be able to announce the batter here shortly. Not sure on a number here yet. And it is number 12, Katie Peters. And it is Peters.
16, confirmed. Thank you.
Peters now, a quick look at her, a 294 hitter, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs.
Freshman number 12, Katie Peters.
Peters has only had 51 at-bats during the year, 15 hits in those 51 at-bats, but does have 7 extra base hits. So literally almost half of her hits are extra base hits. So this could be the person they want, and that's a line drive just over the head of Kevin Fagan in the coach's box there for a foul ball, and man, that was ripped. She was looking for the first pitch to crush it. Katie Peters up now. Pivotal situation. It seems like I've said that every inning, folks, but when you've got number 9 versus number 4, every scoring situation is pivotal. Gettens looks in. 0-1 count, delivers, change up, and strike 2. So now Peters down in the count with Muldoon at first, Lismore at second. Lismore walked. Muldoon a single through the left side of the infield. Peters is hitting for Kelly here in this situation in the 8-hole. Let's see what Gettens comes with on the 0-2, and that is a foul ball. Looked like maybe a screwball to the pinch hitter, and she fouls it out of play. And if you're just joining us, it is 2-1. Florida Southwestern scoring 2 runs in the top of the second. CF in the bottom of the third scored their first run of the ball game. Gettens looks in and delivers, and that ball is popped up on the infield. Let's see what the wind does to it, and the third baseman makes the play. And that will end the inning. So most likely Hannah Kelly will be re-entered into the ball game. Peters will be done. So Gettens dances out of a little 2-out jam right there. And we go to the top of the 5th inning, 2-1 ball game, folks. Stay right in your seat. This one's far from over. It'll be Bolinati, Warehiko, and Quinn when we come back.
Tent by the stadium tower. They're on the way. What happened? So I got it. He didn't re-enter, right? 16. Yes. We're now in the top 5, right?
Yes, sir. Top of 5, we got number 1 leading off, right?
Correct.
And it'll be Kriza Bolinati now. She's over 2. Ground out to the first baseman. And a strikeout as she watches pitch number 1 for strike 1. 2-1 ball game here, folks. It's everything we thought it would be. The only thing that's different is Cushman is in, O'Connell is out, and that is a base hit for Bolinati, leading off with a single. And that'll bring up Michaela Warehiko as that ball was just lifted on a little slap over the infield and to the outfielder in left field. Fielded it cleanly, got it in. Runner on first, nobody out. Let's see what we've got here. And there's a bunt attempt, pulls it back. Ball. So a 1-1 count now on Warehiko. She was hit by pitch back in the 3rd inning and then stole second. She was a strikeout victim back in the 1st. And that one is laced down the left side, foul. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And now we've got a ball from the other field coming on to the infield, and that'll stop play right here.
We don't want your balls.
And a pitch. Bunt attempt. It's going to be a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Warehiko, the shortstop. Warehiko, a .370 hitter during the regular season, 22 RBIs. She does lead the team with 22 strikeouts here, and that's exactly what Cushman wants with a 1-2 count. We'll see what pitch she goes after right here. Seen a lot of changeups today, folks, coming from Central Florida. And that one is fouled back, out of play. Will stick with the 1-2 count. Nobody out. The leadoff single by Bullinati has her on first base. Bullinati, 32 stolen bases here, except for no one is really trying to push the envelope on aggressiveness. Both teams kind of sitting back and waiting to see what happens. And a pitch laced past the third baseman Krug, and that is another single. So back-to-back hits off of Cushman. Florida Southwestern's got something cooking here in the 5th. So runners on first and second here. And we'll see if Central Florida is going to go with their last pitcher they've got warming up down there.
Thank you. Hey, what happened there?
And Coach Fagan not willing to make a move just yet. And that is Lindsey Markham down there. And it's a bunt attempt. Quinn's got it down. It's a perfect bunt. Oh, my goodness. Nothing anyone could have done about that. That ball spun right in front between the catcher and the pitcher. And now they're saying it hit her in the box. Coach Fagan, not happy, is out to argue his call with the umpire. And we will have to see. He's going to stick with the call here. He's not even going to ask for help. And it is a base hit for Quinn. So we've got bases loaded. Nobody out. A huge jam right here. Coach Fagan not happy, still chirping a little bit at the umpire. He's probably going to waste his time out there. He's still going to waste his time out there waiting on the umpire to come talk to him. And the umpire is not really wanting to go out there with assurance he's about to get an earful. And now the umpire is going to make his way onto the field here, taking a roundabout way to it, away from Coach Fagan. And that's it. So let's talk about it, folks. We are in the top of the 5th. It is a 2-1 ball game. Cushman, who relieved O'Connell back in the second inning, is in the circle. Bases are loaded after singles by Bullinati, Warehiko, and Quinn. That brings up McKenzie Vaughn. Crucial situation here. Got to come through here with bases loaded and nobody out. Need to get at least a couple runs, and that is a bloop single in the left field. It's going to score 1, and coming around to score the second run is Warehiko, and a single from Vaughn gives her team some insurance.
Single by Vaughn scores 2.
And so 2 RBIs for Mackenzie Vaughn. Has her team up 4-1. Nobody out still. And it's Taylor Collins. The first baseman up now. She is 2 for 2. Strike one called on the Collins, first baseman for Florida Southwestern. She's got one hit to left field, which could have been stretched into a double. She played it safe, pulled up with a single. And then she has a single right up the middle, and it's a bunt, and it's caught in the air by Barlow. Great play. She has had stellar defense today. So 1 out. Collins trying to put a bunt down the first baseline. Barlow there with the glove. So here is Molly Rourke. Rourke 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She does have a walk. She was stranded at third base back in the second inning. Runners on first and second here, just one down. And that one's going to miss outside, maybe a little bit low. Had to be a little bit low. Ball one. And a pitch. That one is hit to the second baseman. Lismore can't field it. Goes to first. Gets a 1 out. Throw to second. No throw to second. So Lismore diving to try and catch that ball in the air, and it just dropped right in front of her. But she got the out at first. So runners advance up to second and third, and that is Quinn on third, Vaughn on second. And a pitch. Strike one on the outside corner. Again, there's that mystery strike that just, whenever it decides to get called, it gets called. Here's Riley Russell. She is 1 for 1. She walked, had an RBI because that walk came on bases loaded, and that's a tapper to the shortstop. Nix can't handle it, too hot to handle, and they are going to get 1 run in the form of Christian Quinn, and an error on the shortstop, Nix, results in a run. And all of a sudden, Florida Southwestern feeling confident, 5-1 lead in the top of the fifth. And here comes Kayla Rangioa. She is the 8th batter this inning. Top of the lineup on deck in the form of Marta Fuentes Suarez. Runners on first and third. Let's see if they are going to go ahead and send Russell from first base. And a pitch. Russell takes off. Pickoff attempt down to third, and Riley Russell's got herself a stolen base. And so the call is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes on the count. And Rise ball misses up top. 2-0. Pitch right there on the outside corner, called strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. And that is Vaughn on third base. She had a 2 RBI single in the left field. And that ball is hit into left field. It'll be foul. Wind is just crushing these balls that are staying up in the air for any amount of time. So 3 runs come across. Bolinati, who reached on a single, Hiko, who reached on a single, and then a bunt single by Quinn, which was contested by Coach Fagan. All 3 of those runs have come across to score. It is 5-1. And that pitch is hit to left field. Left fielder says she's got it. She's under it. And that is out number 3. So Rangioa, 0 for 3 on the day, ends the inning on a fly out to left field. So 3 runs come across for Florida Southwestern, and we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and we have a 5-1 ball game. Florida Southwestern beginning to pull away here. When we come back, it'll be, I believe, 9-1-2.
And Carly Krug is leading off.
I have Carly Crew leading off, and we should have number 20 pitching.
Yes, still.
I think he's making a change. Number 1 is coming to play, and that's not who's scheduled. So,
Number 1 is Carly Woolington. It doesn't say what is she. She is a freshman. Got it.
And we have a substitution to start this inning off. It'll be Carly Woolingen. Carly Woolingen is going to start this one off here. She is hitting for Krug in the 9 spot. So a little bit about Woolington. And yes, that is spelled differently than is on their roster. Right-handed hitter takes strike 1. Woolington. And like I said, folks, sorry the roster I was handed has a Woolingen. Woolington, a .313 hitter with 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. Down in the count 0-1. She rips a ball, single through the left side, so the leadoff hitter is on for Central Florida. It is the first time this game Central Florida has had the leadoff batter reach base. 5-1, bottom of the 5th now. If you want to say that the Patriots have 9 outs to play with, you can. Called strike now on the top of the order, Kelsey Cullup. Krug substituted for number 1, Carly Woolington. And a pitch. That ball is in the dirt. Rourke with the block on that one, keeping Woolington on first. Kelsey Cullup so far 1 for 2. She has scored the lone run for Central Florida. She singled into left field back in the 3rd inning. And she takes low, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. None away. And a pitch from Gettins. And there's that strike again. That outside corner, you just don't know. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cullup. Seminole State leading 1-0 over there against Indian River. We'll have to see if that's still how it stands. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And that one is going to be lifted out of play. We'll try to update our schedule as much as possible with the bracket and who is playing who. Chipola did knock off Santa Fe. Santa Fe is out. I believe Daytona beat Eastern Florida, but we will have to check on that. And here's the pitch. And that one misses inside. Full count. It's the bottom game of the losers bracket. And that is confirmed. Daytona did beat Eastern Florida. So Eastern Florida has been eliminated. We've got a full count here. And Iwamura out there talking to the umpire, not happy about something, and they're going to talk about it, and it looks like not sure exactly what the complaint is about here, as I'm battling the wind as well to look, and looks like we might have a conversation. Laurel Sue coming in there to talk to the umpire. Laurel Sue, and she is going to be radioing up there. And not happy with the level of the rubber is the coach for Florida Southwestern, calling time, actually having field maintenance come out and work on the field immediately in the middle of this game. And it looks like now they might be breaking it up, and the umpire says play on, and we might get that fixed in between innings.
It's okay. The coach is complaining.
So Gettins, who has found herself with a leadoff batter on first, no one out, full count, with Kelsey Cullop at the plate, Kaylee Nix on deck, and then Brooke Barlow in the hole. And here comes the pitch. And it is taken, ball 4, 2 runners on, nobody out, and it'll be Kaylee Nix. Kaylee Nix is a slapper. She is a very precise slapper, can place it anywhere she wants. She is 1 for 2 today. She had a 2-out double RBI to plate Kelsey Cullop. Looks like we might have a runner here for number 1, Carly Wollington, and it will be number 5, Marcella Parada.
Central Florida 5-1. Confirm.
And it'll be Marcella Parada. Parado running out there at second base, adding a little bit more speed. Krug will probably re-enter in this game to play third base, but right now she's had 2 people come in for her. Nix with a slap, and it is up and out of play. Strike 1. So Kaylee Nix here looking to get on base any way she can. Third baseman is playing in right now, so is the first baseman. If she's going to slap, I'd say the slap needs to go towards the second baseman, drawing everybody away from first base. Best chance to get everyone safe here. She's going to soft slap. And a pitch. She takes outside, and that one is called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Gettins has been staying clear of the strike zone on 0-2. Let's see what she goes with here. Misses outside, ball scampers away. Runner goes to third, and she is safe. And that is a passed ball on the catcher as it hit her right in the mitt and then scampered away. So that'll be Marcella Parado at second, or at third, excuse me. Kelsey Cullop moving up to second. So pass ball right there. Kaylee Nix, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A ground ball to the right side will score the run with speed on third base. Let's see what happens here. And that is a pop-up. The wind will bring it out of play. So sticking at 1 and 2 here. Central Florida is running out of outs
We need softballs
in this game.
please. Softballs to field 7.
She. Kaylee Nix back in the box now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And it's a tapper to the right side. It will score 1 run. She is out at first base, but it brings in number 5, Marcela Parado. So Nix doing a good job getting the RBI in, her second RBI of the ball game. It is 1 out. Moving over to third base was call up on the play. Brooke Barlow now up. It is 5-2. And here is the pitch. Swung on and missed by Brooke Barlow. It is a 3-run ball game now, 5-2 in favor of Florida Southwestern. Getting still in the ball game. Haven't seen anybody warming up for the Bucks yet. They do have Watts, who is also a 20-game winner after the win last night. And a pitch. That one is outside. Swung on and fouled back out of play. No ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. And now the pitch. Missing outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've got several good games coming up today, folks. We'll get a check in on the Indian River Seminole State game as soon as we get a break in this action. Barlow takes a changeup right down the middle, and she is called out. Strike 3 looking. Coach Fagan not happy about it. Barlow taking a slow walk back to the dugout. Kevin Fagan giving the umpire all he can handle here. Coach Lingle as well down the first base side. So that is out number 2. And Kelsey Cullup stands on third base. Tiffany Rayleigh is up. She is 0 for 2. And a pitch. And she swings and misses. She has taken some monster hacks today, folks. One in her last at bat that, man, if she would have gotten a hold of that, it would have gone a long way from home plate. Wind still gusting here, so anything in the air can be trouble. And a pitch. And that is popped up. Third baseman calling, so is the shortstop. Shortstop takes over and makes the grab to end the inning. So Central Florida, every time you think they've got something big going, shut down by the pitching and defense of Florida Southwestern. It is a 5-2 ball game, entering the top of the 6th inning. Central Florida running out of outs when we come back.
Top of the order, Marta's up. Two re-enters.
2 for 1
For 5.
for Central Florida.
For 5.
Okay, 2 for 5. Thank you. My machine doesn't do re-enters. This is the top of 6, right?
Yep. For the Lady Patriots, they're in third base, sophomore Carly Crew.
All right, we are top 6.
Okay, and the Bucks right where they want to be in the lineup. Top of the lineup, Marta Fuentes Suarez will be the leadoff batter here to start the top of the 6th inning. It is a 5-2 lead for the Bucks. Number 4 in the country over Central Florida. Number 9 in the country. Ball 1 to the left-handed leadoff hitter. And the pitch from the righty is sent to deep left field. Left fielder going back. She's camped under it for the easy out number 1. That is Suarez's second fly out to left field this game. Here is Kriza Bolinati, who started the last inning off with a single to left field, followed by 2 other singles, and all 3 of those runs, Bolinati where Hiko Quinn came in to score, which is bringing us to a 5-2 ball game. That ball popped up. Lismore going back. It's trouble. Center fielder takes over with the wind blowing everywhere, and that is out number 2. So Cushman, solid inning right now. 3 pitches, 2 outs. And here is Michaela Ware-Hiko. She is 1 for 2 with a single down the left field line. She scored a run, and she has struck out once. She was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning as she watches strike 1 go by. She then stole second base, ended up being stranded on 3rd in that inning. 1-1 ball game, Seminole State versus Indian River. And that one, she went to bunt, pulled it back, and she is hit. And she will head down to first base with the hit by pitch. And here comes Quinn. And for Ware-Hiko, she's going to have some bruises. That is her 2nd hit by pitch this game. And Quinn sends a fly ball to left field. Left fielder going over to the line, to the fence. She is going to make the grab in foul territory. So Cushman gets through that one, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Down to their final 6 offensive outs. Central Florida trails by 3, and we'll have Rodello, Lismore, Muldoon up when we come back. Here is the designated player, Jenna Rodello. She is 0 for 2, flew out to right field and then grounded out to the 3rd baseman in her previous at-bat back in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 6th, time running down, strike 1 from Gettens. Gettens is having a studly performance here, keeping one of the most potent offenses in the country to only 2 runs. Central Florida hit 376 as a team. That ball is in the dirt. Central Florida's hit 57 home runs this year. Scored 445 runs. Just incredible. And Gettens has kept them guessing all day. Strike number 2 on the swing and a miss by Rodello. So down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodello, if she gets on, most certainly will be ran for. Lismore on deck. And that is a tapper to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly, gets it over to first. Out, number 1. And here is Destiny Lismore, second baseman. She singled to left field, stole second base, and she also walked. Last at bat, Gettins went 3-0 on Lismore before coming after her. And that one is taken high, ball 1. And we'll have to get you an update on the Seminole State Indian River game. And that ball is blasted foul by Lismore. Oh my goodness, that's 2 she's hit out of play that would be crushed out of this field. And pitch. And that is a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yes, sir. No, on a 1-2 count, she grounded second. Number 10. Yes.
And here comes the pitch from Gettins. Lismore pops up. And it'll be a foul ball.
19 has a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the all-conference second baseman from the Mid-Florida Conference. I believe she was second team All-State, Destiny Lismore. And that's a hit ground ball fielded by the third baseman. Long throw, makes it in time. Solid backhand over there by Mackenzie Vaughn. Long throw across the diamond to get to speedy Lismore. So 2 up, 2 down, and that will bring up Joanna Muldoon. Muldoon had a single, a 2-out single back in the 4th inning. She was stranded on the bases. Oh, looks like we've got a pinch hitter here for Muldoon. It is number 18, Claudia Jones.
Central Florida, 18 for 17, confirmed. Thank you.
Here is Claudia Jones. Jones, a .338 hitter on the regular season, 27 RBIs, an on-base percentage of .410. She does have 9 stolen bases. Assume she's got plus wheels. And here comes the pitch from Gettins, and that one is a strike called on the outside corner. The right fielder, Muldoon, pinch hit for number 18, Claudia Jones. Swing and a miss at a rise ball on the outside corner. Down in the count, 0-2. Beautiful day again here in Dodgertown, folks. More clouds today. Yesterday was all blue. Today, a little bit more of the white puffy stuff all around. And a pitch. Change up, and it's sent in the right field. Right fielder cannot handle it, and it is a fair ball base hit by Claudia Jones. Quinn could not get to the ball as the wind was knocking it down faster and faster. And it is number 16, Hannah Kelly, up now. She is 0 for 2. Flew out in foul territory to the third baseman in her first at-bat, and then in fair territory to the third baseman in her previous at-bat. And the pitch. Called strike. Gettins trying to get through this one, knowing she's got 4 outs left to go to get the victory for her team and send them on to the semifinals. And the pitch. That one is ripped. Foul down the left side. Landed right between the foul line and Coach Fagan in the third base box. And with Jones staying on first base, I'm sure she's got some wheels on her. As I mentioned, she does have 9 stolen bases. Not as many appearances as anybody else on the team, so that stolen bases is still pretty solid. And a pitch. And misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Hannah Kelly having to battle here with 2 strikes. Two outs. And a pitch. And that is not going to be called. Missing that outside corner that has just gone back and forth throughout the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gettins not happy about it. Kelly, the beneficiary. Let's see what the result of that call will be. Again, folks, that outside strike has just been hit or miss today. And that is a shot deep to left field. Wynn has got it going over to the line as the left fielder, and she's got the ball. It is an out in foul territory. So we head to the final inning. 5-2 lead for Florida Southwestern. The Bucks will have Vaughn, Collins, and Rourke up when we come back.
And as of right now, we've got 44 batting. Wind is still blowing. I'm trying to move my papers. See who the hell is blowing me up.
Before we get started in this 7th inning, we'll give you an update. Indian River leads Seminole State 3-1, I believe, in the 5th inning. And it'll be Mackenzie Vaughn due up. She had a RBI single, scoring 2 in her last at bat. Bolinati, Warehiko both coming across home plate on that single to left field. She's lined out to second base, and then pitcher fielded a bunt back in the 2nd inning. Pitch from Cushman, who is working now in her 5th full inning of relief. Ball 1. There's strike 1 down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes is what the umpires got. And that one is popped up on the infield. Nix takes control over the third baseman. And that is an out. So that'll be Taylor Collins, the first baseman. She'll come up. She is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, 1 up the middle where she almost took Shane O'Connell's head off, and then 1 to the left field. Ended up stranded back in the 4th, but did score a run in the 2nd. And then she grounded out to first, or flew out to first baseman back in the 5th. She swings and fouls that one back to the backstop. Cushman delivers
Yeah, I know.
upstairs with the rise ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's not going to do it.
And a pitch. That one sent foul down the left side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Taylor Collins. Looking for her 3rd hit of the ball game. Again, no one doing crazy damage for Florida Southwestern. It's just been station to station, single after single, take advantage of errors here. And that one misses low outside. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is laced into left field. Left fielder there makes the catch. That is Tiffany Rayleigh right there to make the play. That'll bring up Molly Rourke here, the catcher. She is 0 for 2. She has walked. She was stranded at third base back in the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging in the 4th, and then in the 5th grounded out to the second baseman. So Cushman trying to get her team back in the dugout as soon as possible. There is strike 1 on the batter.
Until I just figured that out, I didn't know. Because what I did was in the 4th inning, and I'm like, I'm in the 4th inning, and what do I got to play? Now I realized, because I pushed that button.
So 5-2 is your score here. 2 outs. Top of the 7th, and ball 1 to Rourke. Inside pitch misses just a bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that one's popped up. Let's see if the wind allows it to stay in play. It does not, and it's coming right back at us. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, yeah, we were good over here, too, all day. We got a lot of sun. I got red when it's glaring out the window. But.
And a pitch. Misses low, and we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Molly Rourke. And a little scoring recap for you. It was Florida Southwestern who got on the board first in the 2nd inning with 2 runs and 3 added in the 5th. Central Florida has added 1 run in 2 innings, and there's a hit off the third baseman. Get to Carly Nix, and it's going to be an out. A hard shot off the glove of Carly Krug, but Nix was right behind her to make the throw to first. Brooke Barlow with a good stretch. Got her, and now the coaches are trying to tell the umpire she was off the bag, or that he just...
It wasn't off the bag. He's saying the ball came out of her glove.
He's saying the ball came out of Barlow's glove at the end. That it was a bobble, and he's all about it. And let's see, and they're not going to contest it too highly, and that is the out. So a 5-6-3 put out. Cushman gets him 1-2-3. And now, folks, Florida, or Central Florida, number 9 team in the country, down to their final 3 outs here. It's been a good one. 5-2 is the score. They will have 9-1-2. And it is going to be another pinch hitter. We'll tell you who it is when we come back.
Not over here. How's that? In the folder, maybe? It's in the folder. In the trash, maybe?
Did you get it working, Bryce?
No. Yep.
And the pinch hitter for Central Florida will be number 3, Melinda Rule. We'll get you some information on Rule here in a second as Gettins is ready for the first pitch of the game. And it is a bunt, and it is going to be foul. Rule is a .317 hitter. Does have 60 plate appearances. Has appeared in 38 games. She has scored 24 runs. Pitch number 2 shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. So 1-1 count here, and Melinda Rule trying desperately to get on for the top of the lineup, coming up in the form of Kelsey Collup. Krug is done for the game, by the way, if this would go into extra innings, as that one's hit foul. Second time she was already re-entered once, so it'll either be Rule or one of the few left on the Central Florida bench. And the pitch from Gettins misses outside, evens count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it is a 5-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Krug is out. Melinda Rule is up. Collup on deck. Nix in the hole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. She chops that one foul down the third base line. So Rule in there, swinging the bat pretty well. Staying alive. She has a .453 on base percentage. Does have 15 walks, and her short amount of plate appearances, that's pretty good. As she takes, and there is that outside pitch that did not get called a strike there. Full count. And the crowd was not happy about it. Full count now to the leadoff hitter, Melinda Rule. And Gettins delivers. And that one she takes down the middle, strike 3. So Rule takes called strike 3 there. That's just one that you cannot take in this situation. And now it's Kelsey Collup, the center fielder. Collup is 1-for-2. She does have a walk and 1 run scored. She scored the first run of the game for Central Florida back in the 3rd inning. Ball 1 to her. Down by 3. If Collup and Nix can get on, Barlow, that's the hitter that can change the game. And called strike 2. So Gettins not backing down here. Or called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. Lays down a bunt, and it's a good one. Third baseman comes across, and it is going to be in time. Got her out. And a great play by the third baseman, and Collup is gone. So here is Kaylee Nix, the shortstop, trying to get this game to the next batter, Barlow, who's going to try and get it to Rayleigh. They need 3 runs to keep it going, and I don't think that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. That is the ball game. Central Florida shut down in order by Gettins in the inning. 5-2 is your final. Florida Southwestern headed to the semifinals. And I'll tell you when. And Central Florida will be right back here at 5 o'clock to face Northwest Florida or Manatee. That game will be at 5 o'clock. Florida Southwestern will play tonight at 7 o'clock. The winner of Indian River and Seminole, which that game is going on now, folks. Feel free to turn it on. Thank you for listening again. Florida Southwestern with the win. We will be back momentarily for the next game, which is Northwest Florida versus Manatee.